Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Pankaj's Echelon Tutorials. And this is, as you can see on the screen, it's video number 2 for the ICSE students, and this is for the 7th grade students. So let me write down for you. This particular video is for ICSE 7th grade students. Okay, this is for ICSE 7th grade students. Okay, subject is of course mathematics. Okay, and the topic, as you know, it is profit and loss. Okay, now already the first video, the introductory video of this particular chapter has been done, and this is the second video. And in this video I am going to start solving the numericals pertaining to this particular chapter, profit and loss. But before I start with the numericals, I want to just list down all the formulas that you have to you must have understood by now. In the first video I have discussed these formulas only. The terminology and the formulas had been discussed in the previous video. So all those lists, some 8 to 10 formulas can list, I will put down first, and then we can start with the numericals one by one. Okay. So the formula number 1 is, it was profit. Now I'm going to write it in short only. P stands for profit. So profit is equal to selling price SP minus a cost price CP. Okay. This is formula number 1. Formula number 2 is loss is equal to cost price minus a selling price. Okay. Formula number 3 is profit percentage is equal to profit upon cost price times 100. Then formula number 4 is loss percentage is equal to loss upon CP times 100. These were the 4 main formulas. Okay. And then I had also discussed this formulas. Formula number 5 should be regarding selling price and the profit percentage. Okay, so the formula was selling price equal to, it will be cost price times, in the bracket it will be 100 plus a profit percentage divided by 100. Okay, this was formula for selling price related with the profit percentage. So selling price and if you want to find out selling price, given that profit percent and the cost price is given in the question, then you have to use this formula. Okay, formula number 6 is, now cost price, suppose you want to find out cost price, okay, equal to selling price times, now just you have to do this upside down, so it will be 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. Okay, this is the formula for cost price if selling price and profit percent is given to you in the question. Okay, so that was formula number 6. And formula number 7, okay, is to find out selling price when loss percent is given to you. So selling price will be equal to cost price multiplied by, this time it will be 100 minus a loss percentage divided by 100. Okay, so this is selling price. If you want to find out, given that cost price and loss percentage in the question is given, then this formula you have to use. And formula number 8 was, if you want to find out cost price and suppose selling price is given to you and the loss percent is given to you, you have to use this formula. Cost price is equal to selling price into, now this you have to just invert it, so it will be 100 upon 100 minus loss percentage. Okay, now these are the formulas, 8 formulas that you are going to use entirely in this profit and loss chapter. Now this is only for the 7th grade students. Okay, so with these formulas, this list of 8 formulas, you should keep handy with you. Somehow you should understand the terminology, the short forms and everything. And Now we will start using these formulas. Okay, so this is the list of those formulas, right? And we'll start with the uh, question number one. Okay, so we'll start with pretty easy ones. Okay, now this is first question that I want to pick up for you. Okay, right, now this is that question. Okay, now what the question says is, right, okay, the question says that a sari was bought for rupees 575. So going along with the question, you can write down what are things are given in the question as a data. Okay, so sari was bought for rupees 575. This indicates, this sentence tells me that the cost price of the saris is how much? Rupees 575. Okay, that is given. Right now, okay, rupees 575 is given, cost price of the saris. At what price should it be sold to gain rupees 57? So gain rupees 57 means profit is given. The profit incurred is equal to rupees 757. Okay, that is given. And what price should it be sold? So what should be the selling price? So selling price of the sari is something that you have to find out. And whatever you want to find out, you put a question mark, or you can take that as an unknown variable x. Right? Fine. So from the question, we come to know that cost price of the sari is rupees 575, and the person is making a profit of 57 rupees. And what should be the selling price that is being asked for in this question? So the formula that you are going to use is formula number one. And that formula number one is, so we'll write here, we know that, so what formula we are going to use, that you have to write first. We know that profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. This was the formula number one. In the list, I have given you this as the formula number one. Now plug in the values of whatever you can see that it is given in the data. So profit is given and it is 57. So in place of P, I'll write 57. Selling price is something which you have to find out. So I'll write down the X for selling price minus cost price is rupees 575. So I'll write down 575. Now they have asked us to find out this selling price. So we have to find out this X. Okay. To find out X, what we'll do is we will have to make X the subject in this particular linear equation. We'll have to make X the subject. What is the meaning of making X the subject? You keep this x on one side of the equal to sign, and rest of the numbers around x, you have to take it on the other side. That is the meaning of making x the subject. Okay, now you can see along with x you have a minus 575 over here, so that we will take on the other side. Okay, so the rule says that this 57 is already on the other side, so let me keep it there only. And this minus 575, I'll have to keep it, I'll have to take it on the left hand side. So this minus 575 will become plus 575. Now this you remember, this is known as transposition. Okay, so whenever you are transposing or you are taking a number from right hand side to the left hand side of the equation, or left hand side to the right hand side, okay, the sign before the number changes. So the year 575 was having a sign of minus. After coming on the left hand side, it will become plus. That is what I want to say. This is known as transposition. So you are left with this x over here. Now just add up these two values, 575 plus 75. So I'll do that over here. 575 plus a 75 will work out to uh, 5 plus 5 10, 7 plus 7 4 15, and 6. Okay, will work out to 650. Am I right? 5 plus 5 10 0, 1 year. 7 plus 7 4 plus 1 15, 5 1 carat 650. So this I'm getting at 650, which is my x. So I'm getting x equal to 650. So finally you'll have to write the answer that therefore the selling price should be rupees 650. Is that understood? So that's the way you have to deal with the question. Okay. Now, if you want to verify, you can just verify. Now, assume that this sari was bought for rupees 575. Okay. So that is the cost price. And you got the selling price at 650. Okay. Now, when you are selling something at a price higher than the cost price, definitely you are going to make profit. Here you can see that the selling price is bigger than the cost price. Okay. And that is why this person is going to make profit. Okay. Selling price is 650 and the cost price is 575. Okay. So because of this, that is selling price is greater than cost price, there will be a profit in this transaction. Now how much profit it will be, they will be making is selling price minus cost price. So if you do this selling price minus a cost price, you should get the answer for the profit. Okay. So 10 minus 5 is 5, and then 14 minus 7 is 7. Okay. And then 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay. So you are getting, okay, there is some mistake somewhere. 57 plus 575. Okay. This is 5 plus 5 10 0. 1 carried here, 7 plus 7 4, 14 plus 1 15, 5 and 1 here. 650. Okay, 650 minus 575 works out to 75. Okay, here the profit given is 57, isn't it? Yeah. So profit is 57, selling price is X, and cost price is minus. Okay, this has to be 650. Now, let me check it. 650 selling price minus cost price. Okay, 10 minus 5 is 5. That's correct. And this is 4. Okay, so 14 minus 7 is 7. Okay, and this is 5. 5 minus, it has to be 75. Okay, let me work out again. Yeah, so the mistake was over here. This is 57, and by mistake I have taken here 75. Okay, so this must be 575 minus a 57. Okay, so let me do that correction first. So this should be minus a 57. Okay, let me cut out all this. Okay, right. So 575, okay, plus a 57. It's not 75, it is 57. Okay. So this will make it 7 plus 5, 12, 2, 1 carried. And 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 1 is 13, 3, then 1 carried. So 632 will be my selling price. Okay, not 650, it will be 632. So the selling price happens to be 632, right? Let me make all this correction. It is 632. Fine. So now you can see that the selling price is 632 and the cost price is how much? It was 575. Now if you subtract this 672, 575 from 672, you should get the profit. Okay, so let us verify it. So 12 minus 7 is 5. Okay, 12 minus 5 is 7 rather. 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay, and this is 2. 12 minus 7 will be again 5, and this will become 5 minus 5 0. So you are getting profit as 57, which was given in the question. So you can see that the selling price has to be rupees 632. Now let us go for the second question. Okay, and this is that second question. So let me take it over here. Fine. Now third and fourth also we are going to do, so I'm going to leave some space for that. Okay, that will do. Question number 2 now. Now, a man bought a bag of cement for rupees 98.75. So again, the cost price of cement bag. Okay. The cost price of the cement bag is given to you as rupees how much? 98.75 paise, right? Due to some reason, he sold it at a loss of rupees 5. So the loss is given to you as rupees 5. Okay. So find the selling price. So what is the selling price of the bag? Now this is what you have to find out, question mark. So this we are going to take as an unknown x. Okay. Now what formula I am going to use here? Now here in this formula, loss has been given to me as 5 rupees, cost price is given. So formula number 2, that is loss is equal to, so I'll write here, we know that, which formula? Formula number 2. Loss is equal to cost price minus the selling price. Okay. Now plug in the values. Loss is rupees 5, so I'll write 5 over here. Cost price is rupees 98.75, so I'll write 98.75 minus selling price is how much? X. So I'll write out X over here. Now again here you have to find out this X now. So you have to make this X the subject. Okay. To make the X the subject, what I'll do is this X along with the negative sign, I'm going to take it on the left hand side. So it will become plus X over here. Now this 98.75 I'm keeping here only. And this plus 5, I'll have to bring it on this side. So it will become minus 5. Now by doing all this, you know what has happened? I have made X the subject because I wanted to find the value of X, the selling price. So this is how you have to do the transposition. Okay. Now I will do the working. 98.75 minus rupees 5.00. Now this is how you have to do the subtraction. Okay. Now 75 minus 00 will be 75 only. 8 minus 5 will be 3 over here, and 9 minus 0 will be 9. So the answer I'm getting is 93.75. So X will be equal to 93.75. This is nothing but the selling price. So therefore the answer will be, therefore the selling price of cement bag was rupees 93.75. Is that understood? So that was question number 2 that we have just now solved. Now we'll come to question number 3. Okay. So here we have question number 3 for you. Okay. Fine. Now what question number 3 has to say is, a refrigerator is sold at rupees 10,525. So can I write straight away that selling price, it was sold. So selling price of refrigerator is given to you as rupees 10,525, right? With a profit of rupees 925. So profit is also given to you. Profit is equal to rupees 925. Right? What was the cost price of the refrigerator? So they have asked you this time what cost price of the refrigerator is equal to question mark. So this question mark, what they have asked us to find out, I'll take as X, the unknown. Now what is the formula that is pertaining to these things? Okay, now your profit is given to you, selling price is given to you, and they have asked you the cost price. So I'm going to use the formula number 1. So we know that profit P is equal to selling price SP minus cost price CP. Okay. Why I'm using this formula? Because in this formula, out of these 3, 2 known values are given. Okay, that is selling price and the profit is given. And the third you have to find out, that is the cost price. So out of these 3 variables, the 2 variables are given in the question, and that is why I'm choosing this particular formula. Now I'm going to plug in the value. So profit is 925. So I'm going to write here 925. Selling price is given to me as 10,525 minus cost price. Instead of cost price, I'll write here X, because that is what I want to find out. Now again, this X I want to make the subject. So this X, which is having a negative sign, I will take it on the left hand side. So it will become positive. So plus X I'm getting. This 10,525 I'm keeping here only. So I'm not changing its sign because it is there only where it was. Okay. And this 925 with a plus sign over here is going to come on the right hand side. So it is going to become minus 925. Now, when I do this arrangement, when I do this transposition, the X is coming on one side and the number, all remaining numbers are coming on the other side. Okay. So now all I have to do is try to find out what is 10,525 minus a 925. Okay. This will give me the answer for this X. So X will be equal to 5 minus 5 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, and this is 5 minus 9, so I'll borrow 1 and make it 15. This will become 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it works out to 6. Okay. And this is 9. So 9,600. Now this 9,600 rupees is nothing but my X value. What was X? The cost price. So can I write here? Therefore, the cost price of the refrigerator was rupees 9,600. Okay, so we are done with question number 3, and now we are going to start with this question number 4. Perhaps this is going to be the last question of today's session, because already we have uh, taken a lot of time. Anyways, so the fourth question says that by selling an article for rupees 638. So can I write here the selling price of an article, and means one article, is equal to rupees how much? 638, right? 638 is the selling price of one article. There is a loss of rupees 42. So loss has been incurred and the loss is of rupees 42. What was the cost price of the article? So what is the cost price of the article that they have asked you? So let this cost price be question mark. So let me take that as X. Now this is pertaining to loss, selling price and cost price. So I'll take this formula. Which one? We know that loss is equal to, loss is always cost price minus selling price. Profit is selling price minus cost price. Loss is cost price minus selling price. Now loss is given to you as 42. So I'll write 42 here. Cost price is something I have to find out. So I'll put a X over here. Selling price is given to me as 638. So I'll write 638 over here. Now you want to find out this X. Okay, because that has been asked. Cost price of the article. Now to find out this X, I'll have to make this X the subject of this formula. So for that, what I'll do is I'll have to keep this X here only. And this minus 638, I'll take on that side. So 42 is already there. This minus 638, when it travels on the other side of the equal to side, it will become plus 638. Because I told you the rule says that a number, when it is traveling from right to left or left to right of the equal to side, the sign before the number changes. Okay, if it is minus, it will become plus. If it is plus, it will become minus. Okay, this change in sign is only for plus and minus. Okay, you cannot it doesn't work for multiplication and division. For multiplication and division, the transposition will not be on the same level. It will be from up to down. Okay, that I will teach you when we come across such questions. So ultimately we are getting X equal to 638 plus 42. So let us work out this 638 plus a 42. 8 plus 2 will be 10, 0, 1 carried, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8, and this is 6. So you are getting the answer as 680 as your X. Okay. So this tells you that the cost price, okay, of an article is rupees 680. Is that clear? So these were four simple questions that we have started with, okay, in this video number 2 on profit and loss. And I am going to proceed with more and more questions in small doses, so that this particular topic of profit and loss will be covered in this series of video. Okay, so that's all for today. And in the next video, that is video number 3, I will come up with more questions on profit and loss. Till then, see you all. Goodbye. Take care.